Hey you, it's me, the Pokemon Master. Was it just me, or did everyone when they were younger have a small selection of VHS tapes and DVDs that they just watched over and over and over until they formed an unhealthy obsession with some random video you found at a garage sale somewhere? Like, you would watch it so much that now it's a permanent piece of nostalgia that just lives in the back of your brain and it pops up at random moments in flashbacks every once in a while. I was going to clump all of my personal ones into one longer video so I could just rewatch them for nostalgia's sake and also see how they held up in the future now. But there was one of mine that stood out a little different from the rest of them. That video is the Pokemon trading card training video from 1999. I've been a lifelong fan of the Pokemon video games, and I'm like one of the biggest nerds ever for it. I've played all the games in one way or another, and I've logged an unhealthy number of hours into Pokemon Showdown, but none of them hold such a weird place in my memory as this one specific video. As a child, me and my brother rewatched this video like dozens and dozens of times for no good reason. And I still don't know how to play the card game properly whatsoever. And when I rewatched the video on YouTube to do a little research for the video, I knew I had to do a whole separate video for this. It's just way too good to not be shared. So buckle up and get ready to learn how you can become a true Pokemon master. I need to think of the simple things to draw. Do I have to draw Diglett? Diglett's a little bit easy. He's in the video, so it's instructions. Yeah, I made that look a little too much like the Star David. I mean, that's what it is. But, yeah. I think that's pretty good. I think that's good enough. Let's take it all back to the year 1999. Gen 1 is out. Gen 2, Gold and Silver is about to come out. And I am yet to be born for a whole nother year. Out of nowhere, in order to teach American audiences how to actually play the game instead of just trading the cards, the Pokemon Company releases a video with better quality than like Scarlet and Violet in general. When I say that this video is actually surprisingly funny and actually not cringy, is an understatement. So the video is split up into a couple different types of sections. So first, there's a skit of this young teen acting as a teacher trying to teach parents in a school how to play Pokemon. And after a little bit of research on it, it turns out this kid is actually Penn Badgley, like from the show You. Yeah, this was like one of his first acting roles ever. He just came out on an interview a couple months ago saying that he was that kid, and it's kind of hilarious, and I had absolutely no idea. So he comes in and introduces himself while the kids are acting like little school children and trading their cards and just yelling out how great they are at trading and what they got for their trades and stuff like that, all while pronouncing practically every single Pokemon name wrong.
Is it a good deal to trade a Vileplume for a Nidoqueen?
At least they're better than Dylan and Cole Sprouse in the Pokemon Black and White videos.
Pokemon, 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 Pokemon.
And the reactions that these teens in this video give to the parents' comments are just so funny.
Okay. Thanks, that's great.
And this goes on for like the rest of the video. They have the adults speak like they're little kids, just overly giddy and overly excited and just completely stupid and can't control themselves, and it's so good. At one point there's a lady that's like,
during the break,
I traded for a
Vaporeon.
And everyone just ooh 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 trying to tell him what fucking Pokemon they just traded for, and it's so good. And then after he's like, all right, calm down, and there's a few stragglers just like, he's like, you too, come on. Okay. Yeah, because it's exactly what little kids do. It is perfectly written for that. And then he has to like stutter through the rest of his little statement as they just keep.
There are 2 players at a time. Each with a deck of 60 cards. Now.
And then later in the video, it comes back to this skit, and the teen teacher asks, when is a good time to retreat your Pokemon? And he's just expecting horribly stupid answers when he picks on people, but then this happens.
Anyone? Mr. Gage.
But it has a lot of damage counters on it?
Yes, very good. Yes, Mr. Lee.
When it has a lot of damage counters on it.
Okay, that would also be correct. Anyway,
It's just so good. It's so perfect. Like, it's genuinely so unexpected for this video to be as funny and stupid as it is. The comedy of pointing out the awkwardness that a video teaching parents how to play a children's card game is so smart, and it's just the perfect amount of entertainment to keep this video from just being like fully instructional. This leads me to a different, longer segment of the video. The longest section, in fact, of about 10 of the 30 minutes, where they run through a sample match of like actually how to play the game. This section has just two of the goofiest, whitest parents playing against each other, and just the sassiest teen ever trying to teach them through it. Like, this clip is completely unedited.
Star you, slap.
It's just fucking ridiculous. And the fact that I can't decide whether the dad looks more like Tucker Carlson or Pete Holmes, and I don't know which one would be funnier, but it's just, he fits so perfectly and goofily into the picture. This part like tries to actually explain, and does really well, how to fully play the card game. So I don't know how, after watching this video like close to 100 times, how I still had no idea how to play the game. Other than me being probably like 6 years old when I would watch this, I must have just zoned out when this section would come on, and I missed like one of the best parts, because the two adults in this are just so goofy and funny, and the girl is just so over it. She is just so done with all of their quips and jokes that they're saying. Like, every time the girl tells them to do something or attack or anything, they always have some dumb little comment to throw in. So the girl will say like, attack with Machop, and he'll just go,
Yeah.
and the dad character is just way goofier than the mom character. The mom's kind of funny, but the dad is literally just the weirdest dude. Like, one section, the dad is told to put one of the Pokemon onto his bench line, and he just scoots it around and just shifts it. And he just overacts so hard to be like a little kid when he's playing. Like, when he's winning, he's showboating, he's calling out, he's making jokes.
Go Machop, go Machop, go Machop, go.
Okay.
Go Machop.
And then when he's losing, he's just such a sore loser and gets so depressed.
You sank my Pokemon.
Sorry, honey.
It's okay. Just a game.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
They play for a bit until each one of them gets one knockout on the other, and then it concludes with just like the most awkward high five ever. Or it wasn't even a high five, she just pulls away and they sit there awkwardly until the Pokemon theme plays them out. It's so dumb, but it's so good. I wouldn't have it any other way. And then the remaining parts of the video are split up into a bunch of smaller clips. On one end, there's these really short clips where they're just standing in front of a white background and just giving some sort of tips and tricks. On the other end, there's these like super deep personal stories shot like a global warming or like anti-smoking ad, and like all of these are just stuffed with meme potential. Like I said, for the short tips, they're just kind of standing in a white void and like graphics show up around them, and they're just giving little tips to help play the game. And some of them are just like calm and informative, but some of them are just legitimate shit posts, to a point where I feel like they had to be made purposefully stupid. Where there's one where just a girl's going through like the different energy types that are in the card game, but they add these sound effects when they skip between them that are just so dumb and distracting.
Pokemon need energy to battle. Some need grass, others need fire, water, lightning, psychic, or fighting. There are 6 different types of energy, and you've got to use the right kind to power your Pokemon.
And there's another one where a different girl sounds like she's being held at like gunpoint, trying to walk you through the steps of your turn while making sure that you know that you have to have fun. You gotta have fun playing it.
Attach an energy card. Have fun. Play a trainer card. Have fun. Retreat your active Pokemon. Have fun. And last, attack with your active Pokemon. Have fun.
Like, who locked her in a basement? Where are her parents? At this point, I'm just waiting for like, hey guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon. The other half of these clips are, like I said, are like black and white B-roll shots of just kids playing or doing something weird. But then they're really weirdly and deeply voicing over like how Pokemon relates to real life. For some reason, all of these start out with just a shot of these kids up close, just taking a slow look up, like they're in some sort of commercial for child abuse, but then they just start talking about Pokemon. Some of them are just like, I like horses, so I like Ponyta, or I like to swim, so I always use water types. But then some of them start out like,
My name's Miles.
and then they just say some like crazy deep shit about life advice.
I think of myself as a Pokemon philosopher. After all, the game is like life. There's a time to attack and a time to retreat. There's a time for basics and a time to evolve. And there's a time to win, which is pretty much always.
Like, whoa, Miles, what the fuck? You're like 9. Who hurt you? This video's just so unbelievably abrupt when it changes tone. Like, it goes from Miles over here having an existential crisis to,
I like things that are wet, like water.
like, those clips are run back to back. I shit you not. The mental whiplash is unreal. And then the video ends with a bunch of kids trying to recite the Team Rocket, like, intro motto, like, to protect the world from devastation, blah, 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 you know? But then that leads into an ad for their new Pokemon trading card league. And I thought that, like, the South Park Chimpokemon, like, stuff was super over the top and just so parodied and ridiculous. But they literally do that in a real commercial.
Are you ready to be the ultimate Pokemon Master Trainer?
Yes, I think I am.
Then join the Pokemon Trading Card Game League. You'll do awesome activities, learn wicked strategies, earn killer badges, and meet new friends as you begin your journey to become a Pokemon Master Trainer.
It's literally the same shit. I thought they were going stupidly over the top in the South Park episode, but considering that episode came out just like a few months after this video, it's probably just like a direct parody of this commercial. I swear, this video is like a cultural phenomenon. I don't know how more people don't know about this. How no one knows about this is genuinely unbelievable. But yeah, that's about it. That's how the video ends. I just really enjoyed being able to rewatch this and go down memory road and just only to find out that it's like 10 times better than I remember it ever being. I'll have a full version of the video linked in the description if you guys want to watch through it for yourself. If you watch it, let me know what you think in the comments. I genuinely really highly recommend it. But anyways, thanks for watching. I've been Kyle, and I'll see you in the next one. Rada rada.